get really, really busy. It's going to be the holidays and all that precious time is going to be gone. And you're going to be like, oh man, I wish back in April and May I had organized this closet when I had the time, right?
That's
So
right.
take the time now.
How have you had to make any adjustments or shift your business at all given the current state of affairs?
Yeah, the thing is I do so many different things like, okay, business development coaching and then obviously life coaching. So I do actually ironically have more life coaching clients reaching out to me right now because of all the stresses and the fears and the
Sure.
worries. But the business development clients are, I mean, some are there and some aren't just because so many things are closed. But rather than working on or focusing on what's not working, I personally go into the creative state.
Mm.
I write, I I plan. I get my team together and we strategize. Okay, what's our 3 month plan? What are those projects, those avenues of growth that we've always been talking about, but we've never done because we were too busy. And it's actually been really exciting. I mean, there's we've resurrected so many projects that have been in the past, and now they're at the forefront. And it kind of has rejuvenated the spirit within our team anyway, where we're keeping things fresh, if that makes sense.
It does. But what gives you that energy to stay focused, especially when like being at home can be so redundant? I said to somebody earlier today, I feel like I'm living a scene out of Groundhog Day where you get up and you do the same things, just over and over again. So what gives you that energy to stay focused?
Well, great question. First of all, I think you have to look down the line, right? You have to say, okay, again, I can't control what's happening right now, but you know what? I can control next year
Mhm.
a little bit more, right? I can control maybe a little bit more the fourth quarter of this year. And so I think it helps me to wake up every day knowing that I'm working on future good work, right?
Mhm.
Because that way when fourth quarter comes around, next year comes around, we're in a great positioning to do what we want to do. I also really believe that when you go to bed at night, and this is what I do when I go to bed at night, it's important to turn it off. Turn off the
Mm.
news, put a notepad by your bed and gosh, if something needs to get added to the to-do list to help you sleep, then write it down or record it, whatever you got to do. But go to bed with peace in your heart that things are going to be okay. We don't know how long it's going to take, but they're going to be okay. And then you want to wake up the next day and you want to say, all right, it's Groundhog's Day again, right? But I'm going to do one thing different today that I didn't do yesterday. I'm not going to have the same breakfast I had yesterday. Or you know what? I'm going to do my walk in a different direction today. So it's just little things to help switch it up.
And again, it goes back to the whole conversation that we've had. We do have control to do that. We do have control to change what we have for breakfast. We do have control to change the way that we walk around the neighborhood, whatever that is. And I think that there are ways to keep yourself from getting stagnant.
Absolutely, absolutely. But the funny part is, it's all within you. So it's
That's right.
not other people do not control our mind, our ability to do. You do. So if you eat too much, drink too much, if you allow yourself not to sleep, if you choose to, not work out, if you choose to not do things, well, that's kind of on you. But we have the ability to look at life glass half full or glass half empty. I just choose half full. Now, sometimes it's full of water, sometimes it's full of wine. I keep it festive. But it's all about enjoying life, right?
And it's so funny you say that. So my son, I'm grateful. He's 17, and he's only a junior. And I feel so bad right now for all the seniors in high school and all of the rites of passage that they're either eliminating or that they're changing up for this class of kids. But, when this all came down and school got canceled and he's doing like his schooling from home, I said to him, you know what, son, this is an opportunity for us. And I said, you and I are making a commitment to each other right now that when this thing is all over with, you and I are coming out of this better than we went into it. We are taking the time to work out. We are taking the time to eat better. We are taking the time to, juice and have smoothies and all that kind of thing. But just what you said, it's a mindset, right? It's just truly that we chose to take that mindset instead of looking at the gloom and doom of all the things that he's missing out on. We decided, no, we're going to stand strong and we're really going to come out of this better than what it was when we went into it.
Well, and also I think it's important. I agree with you completely, and I think it's important to remember this is history making time right now. This is going to be a time that they're going to talk about for years to come. And it's how did you spend that time? Who did you hang out with? What kept you strong? What kept you focused? And again, out of this time is going to birth many, many, many stories. So again, I invite everybody to let somebody tell their story.
I agree with that. So how are you taking the time to advance your business, and how are you keeping yourself organized now that you're working from home?
I love working from home, to be honest. I actually think I get more done here. I mean, I talk kind of loud, I guess, when I talk. I pronounce, shout it out, or I get excited, And so home is a good place for me to do that. But beyond that, I'm a big fan of a to-do list. And so a lot of times at the end of my day or in the beginning of the day, I have my to-do list, or I send emails to various people on my team and give them a heads up as to what to do tomorrow. And that kind of gives me a guide. I also believe in the power of team. Now, some people are going to have larger teams than others at their companies or within their business. I realize that. But a team can be colleagues, it can be assistants, but a team can also be your spouse. It can be your kids. If you're at home, it's a team meeting, right? The parents are the CEO or, the CFO. Okay. And so, I kind of go into it in the power of team, in that spirit. How can everybody together make the wheels turn? So when we consider different projects at Living Full Out, we always talk about the big picture. What would we like the end result to look like? And then everybody who's a part of that project, we divide out who's doing what, but everybody understands the importance of, okay, I have to do my piece to the best of my ability because Susan or Robbie is waiting for me. They're going to take it from me. And I think that's the biggest thing in life is we want to know that what we do in life has meaning, that it has purpose, that people care. And again, whether that's in business or in life, you'll never go wrong if you stay in that lane.
I agree. So tell me, I'm asking everybody this question. What are you doing? Two things. What are you doing to stay safe, and what are you doing to stay sane during this time?
Well, to stay safe, I'm not going out there in the world, being an extra body in a grocery store if I don't have to, right?
Yes.
I think, stay home, and as things open up, I will gladly go out there to my favorite restaurant and have my black and blue burger, which is a bacon burger with blue cheese. Yum, yum, yum.
Yes.
Can't wait for that. And so I think to really do this virus right, to open up our country the right way, I think everybody has to just do their part and, don't be afraid to go out there, but also don't be an extra body where one doesn't need to be. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And then to stay sane, I believe in wrapping myself around positive music, movies, you name it. I'm actually with my mom right now, visiting her. And when we're looking at movies on Amazon Prime or Roku, there's a thriller or a horror movie, or there's an inspirational movie or a comedy. I'm going towards comedy and inspirational because, again, I want to fill my mind not with negativity. I'm sure the car chase and I'm sure the who's done it movie is intriguing, but it might make me think and ponder and not sleep or who knows what. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
Yes.
Hmm.
So tell me more where people can find out more about living full out.
Well, we kind of have one central hub, which is livingfullout.com. And if they go there, they can tap into our 24-hour station. They can hear Living Full Out on and on and on, show after show after show. Or there's our radio page where they can pick an episode based upon a theme or a topic that interests them the most. We're very active on YouTube, many, many videos there, and Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn. Say hi to me there. Um, some people are more visual learners, auditorial learners. That's what I am. But other people just really love to read. And if you are that type of a learner, then you know what? We have a blog that touches
Awesome.
on various topics. So we just want you to not have that fear cluttering your mind. We just want you to laugh loud, love big, and live full out.
I love that. Thank you so much, Nancy, for joining us today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to be with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I'm feeling gorgeous
Good.
after
I'm
this,
so
by the
glad.
way.
I'm so glad. Well, thank you for
Thank
joining me.
you.
Thank you for joining me on Hello Gorgeous, Everything Beauty, Cancer, and Inspiration. I'm your host, Kim Becker. And until next time, stay gorgeous.